It's mostly a matter of finding the right sweater for the right person. There's bins of the things. There's V-necks, turtlenecks, crew necks, polos, cardigans, those rope sweaters Mr. Ernest Hemingway used to wear to look like a fisherman before he died. I think they have an Irish name, but I hate the way I sound saying foreign words. Sweater vests, sweaters with hoods, festive sweaters, tons of those, applique mostly. Cats with snowmen mostly. But some with woven patterns, like wolves howling at the moon, or Christmas trees with red lights, and snowmen with red noses, and regular not Rudolph reindeer with black noses if you look real close. I had the Rudolph ones with the light-up noses for a long time, but young people came and took them all. In terms of sweaters, there's tons, piles and piles of them. They come from all over. There's 2 Goodwills in walking distance, plus the Salvation Army. I make friends pretty good, and people know I'm the gal for sweaters. So when there's no holes or stains or what have you, they set them aside for me. And I say thanks, and they say you're welcome. How's sales, they say, and I say ask a boat. And I laugh, and they don't laugh sometimes. My niece says there's too many, that there's no order to the whole thing, that nobody could ever find what they're looking for. But I don't go to the insurance company where she works and make a big stink about how they file their insurance papers or answer the phone. She tells me I should take pictures and sell them on the internet. She says there's places, but I tell her sweaters aren't toasters. You can't know if a sweater is right from a picture, and I can't just sell my sweaters all willy-nilly. It's a people business. That's what I tell her, my niece. Some people ask if the sweaters are from a smoke-free environment. How could I know? That's what I say, smoke-free environment? My husband didn't smoke for 20 years, and that didn't stop my son Ed from saying he was a werewolf. What I can tell you is these sweaters aren't werewolves. They're sweaters. And I don't keep cats, not in the store at least. I have a nice laugh. People say so. I tell men they look sharp. Men like to look sharp. I tell them the sweater makes them look sharp, and they say, I'll take it. Not without paying you, woman, but I say. They used to get a kick out of that, but men are different now, I guess. I tell women it's a smart sweater. That's a real smart sweater, I say. And they ask if there's a dressing room, and I say, not unless it's buried under all those piles of sweaters. But I say it with my smile, and I have a nice smile. People say so. Sometimes they ask about cashmere, but I tell them this is a people business. I don't know from textiles, I say, but there's soft ones over here if you're looking for a soft one. Some nights I lay on the soft ones after I lock the door and pull the shades. I don't cry so much when I lay there as I used to. Mostly I look up at the ceiling, where the water pipe goes across the ceiling, and I think about my husband. We called him Charlie, but he died, and I don't like to think about his name if I can help it. When we were young people, we'd drive out to the river in his car, and if there was soft grass, we'd lie down on it. But I don't cry like I used to when he was alive so much anymore. I try to forget that we ever stopped being young people, I suppose. Forget all the bad times for long enough to feel him smiling beside me in the grass, and hear him telling me about my smile. And sometimes I close my eyes and try real hard to feel his hand on my arm, but I never do. They don't buy the soft ones, the women. They want cashmere. They're in a hurry. Sometimes they laugh, but only on accident when I try to find something that's right for them. The women aren't mean, not like the young people. They just know themselves better than I do. Some foreigners call sweaters jumpers. I probably lost a lot of business not knowing that. But a people business isn't about business. It's about people. My niece says foreign people want different things, but I say they want the same as we do. I say they want to look sharp or smart, but there's no reasoning with her, I suppose. He couldn't have been older than 15 when it started, on account of Charlie kicked him out when he was 16. My Ed. He was smart, real smart. I'd be cooking potatoes, or chicken, or corn, and he'd say, I love potatoes, Mommy, or I love chicken, and he was only 2. Charlie said he was dumb as a lump on a log on account of his grades, but I knew better. There's things grades don't tell you. Besides, when we were kids, Charlie was about as dumb as anybody. I never told him so, but I knew it. But then he was a werewolf. Charlie'd say, where the fuck you been all night? When we'd find Ed on the living room floor in the morning, and Ed would say, I was out hunting, I guess. I was out hunting, and I hope I didn't do anything bad. He said he got bit in the Circle K parking lot after Steve and him got done playing one of those video game machines they had. Said he got real hungry when the moon was out. Said not to watch the news on account of it was best we didn't know what he'd gotten up to. I told Charlie he was just out being a boy, probably, just a big joke. But Charlie stayed real mad about that. Young people are just different now. Different even from kids Ed's age. Young people roll their eyes and say, nice sweater. And they say it so you think they mean it, but they don't. They come in and take all the best festive sweaters, too. They take the light-up Rudolphs and the kittens and the My Favorite Granddads, and they giggle the whole time they're poking through the piles like there's nobody in the world but them. And they take them home and they laugh and make pictures and go to parties where everyone rolls their eyes and says, nice sweater. And never mind some dumb old woman too dumb to know better. Everything's a big joke with young people. A big dumb joke. And so what if I look up at the ceiling from a pile of the soft ones and cry? Because so what? Everything's a big dumb joke, and so what?
Yeah.
The men like to look sharp. I keep the turtlenecks and the V-necks close together so they don't get lost. It's so hard to choose, they say, and I say they should come back with their wives, but they never do. It's a people business, is what I tell people when they ask how I got into the sweater business. Sometimes they look at me funny, like they don't understand, and that's when I show them the sweater I gave Ed to on his 16th birthday. The one he said he wouldn't wear? Charlie smacked him for that, and Ed socked Charlie on the mouth right after, said, "You don't know what you're fucking with, old man." I wish he'd worn it, just put it on. Sometimes I wish I'd tried twice as hard to find him the perfect one. Maybe it could have been different, but it's like I say, if wishes were fishes. They don't usually say anything after I show them Ed's sweater. They usually shift back and forth on their feet and paw at their waistbands and cuffs, but they didn't know him when he was my little Ed. That's when I tell them sweaters are like people. They all have a past. My job is matching things up. It's a people job, knowing people, understanding them. My niece says a shop has shelves and cute displays. She says this isn't a shop. She says people are sophisticated now, not like I remember. But she's not a people person, not like me. I have a nice laugh. People say so. Shelves don't laugh when you tell them a joke. The shelves are just shelves. They don't know what people want. I like to think most people are just a sweater away from who they want to be. But they don't know it yet, but today might be the day everything makes sense again. It makes me try twice as hard to find them the perfect one.
Bravo!